Interactive Wrestling Radio.
I believe it might be Jessie the Jackhammer. Jessie Justice, are you with us?
I'm here.
Now, Jessie,
I have one question for you all, and I want to hear it loud. Are you all ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Yep.
I'm sure the fans are out there ready to hear everything rock and roll.
Very cool. Now, for those who don't know, Jessie the Jackhammer is a professional wrestler out of West Virginia who has a bit of a storied past. He's Jessie the Jackhammer, a very child-friendly character who I believe is going to start using the name Jessie Justice or Jessie the Justice coming up soon. He also has gone by the name of Thunder of late. And after a hiatus, which he'll tell us a little bit about away from the business, he's getting back in the ring and getting more active again. And I just wanted to bring him on the show and basically let him tell his story.
Well, thank you. I started wrestling when I was 24 years old. That was my dream. My mom knew it. Everybody knew it. That's all I talked about. I wasn't allowed to watch it when I was younger, but I decided, hey, okay, I'm going to follow my dream. So when I was 24 years old, I got into the wrestling industry. I started wrestling locally around West Virginia, started growing myself. I went by Jessie the Jackhammer like 8 years ago. 8 years ago, and I got hooked up with a group called the 108 Dragons. Well, they said it was going to make me big. I actually made myself big, basically, without their help. I started having family issues, and they told me, I took care of my family issues. They told me that they'll get me back into wrestling. Just hang tight. We'll get to sit up. It never happened. Well, the other day I tried to make a video on MySpace. They went out and said I stole the name Jessie the Jackhammer and the logo. So, anyways, I started building up the name Thunder. And I built it up for months. And finally, I just went ahead and created Thunder. And see, Thunder wants to wrestle one big name out here in the industry today. And you two guys know who he is. And his name is Madman Pondo.
Really?
Thunder wants to bounce with Pondo in his league.
So you want to fight Pondo. Now, Pondo's very hardcore. And
Thunder hugs his barbed wire baseball bat. You've seen my pictures. I lick my barbed wire baseball bat.
Dude, so you're, even though the Jessie the Jackhammer character has been more for the kids, and you've described it as such, you like getting in there with the real rough stuff, the crazy stuff.
Well, see, when they stole my name, my logo, after they made my documentary, I made a documentary on Google. You can look it up. It's the documentary of Jessie the Jackhammer, still on Google. You can do a search on Google with it. When they made that documentary, that's when I lost the name Jessie the Jackhammer. Everything just closed on me. So that's where I just started. I got tired of being taken advantage of and being lied to. I had an attitude. Since this has happened to me, I've had attitude since my mom passed away, and I got a baseball bat with barbed wire. Started wrapping around it. My wife says, "What are you doing?" My wife says, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, I am going to come up with the name Thunder." So I did. I created it. And I told Pondo that Jessie the Jackhammer was wrestle him. Pondo says no. Pondo won't wrestle Jessie the Jackhammer. So I retired the name Jessie the Jackhammer, and I made the name Thunder. And I said, well, my friend wants to wrestle you then. Who's your friend? When it was time to make Thunder be born, I said my friend Thunder. The fans want to see it, but Pondo don't want to do it.
Really?
I try to talk to Pondo. I talked to him maybe 5 seconds on Facebook, and it seems like every time I mention it, he always signs off and leaves. He don't want to talk about it. He don't want me to even talk about it, even us doing a match together at all.
Now, why would that be? Is he afraid of you?
I don't know. He just won't talk about it. When I first spoke to him about it, he goes, we're best friends. That's fine. You know what? Shawn Michaels and Triple H fought each other. And Lita and Trish Stratus fought each other. And Lita and Trish Stratus is best friends, too. They hang out with each other every day. And, you know, because I got Lita and Trish Stratus as my friend on Facebook. Lita hangs out with Trish every day. And me and Pondo's best friends, but he will not have a match with me at all. So that's why I'm saying I've been trying. The fans want to see it. I've done that poll vote. The fans, I mean, it was a complete 100% vote right there from all the fans. But Pondo won't accept the vote for the fans. So I don't know why.
That's really strange. Now, what company is Pondo running at the moment? Is it IWA East Coast?
He is running IWA East Coast right on this month, October the 7th at Nitro, West Virginia at the Community Center.
Very cool. Now that style... Sorry?
I keep track of Pondo, and he's the tag team champion in I think he's ASW or something like that. And he's tag team champion in XMCW. Him and Juggalo. So, but he will not face me. But, yeah, you was mentioning earlier about Jessie the Justice. You know,
yes, sir.
I am going to say this much. Yes, Jessie the Justice will be born very soon. Jessie the Justice will be born 6 weeks. 6 weeks. Based on I'm out with a surgery issue. 6 weeks from now, Jessie the Justice will be born. And Jessie the Justice will get justice on the One-Way Dragons. I will pick you all off one by one. If it has to be sneak attacks, I will do it. I promise you. I don't care how big you are, how tall you are, you will fucking fall. Excuse my language.
No problem. Now, for those who don't know why you sound a little bit more raspy, he kind of sounds Pat. You'll get a kick out of this. You know who he sounds like right now? Sounds like Bill Eadie, doesn't he, a little bit? Maybe Patrick is pondering. I hope Patrick's there. Maybe his mic is dead. But, yeah, the voice is a little raspy and all that. That's because you were going to join us last week, and you had some...
I had a significant hernia.
Oh, wow.
So I got that taken care of. My agent is actually building me a schedule while I'm out now. My agent, a lot of y'all know, a lot of y'all don't. His name is Sean Casey. Look for him on MySpace.
Sean Casey is the former WWF Cruiserweight?
Sean Casey, no. Sean Casey is he runs a business called Indie Star Bookings.
Oh, okay.
He is my agent. You can look him up on Facebook. You can look him up on MySpace. He's a good guy. If you don't have an agent, I tell you now, look up Sean Casey. He's a good guy. He'll do you right. He won't do you wrong.
Very good. Very good. Cool. So, let's see here. You're back in the business after a significant layoff. What brought you back? Why did you want to get back into the ring?
Well, me and my mom talked about it before she passed away. I didn't know where I was going to land it after Mom passed away in 2009. And she says, what are you going to do with yourself when I go? I said, I don't know, Mom. She goes, are you going back to wrestling? I don't know. I don't know where I'm going to land after you pass away because it's been so hard on me. I'm in counseling for it right now as we're speaking because of my death of my mom. I will say to the people out there, because I am a good role model, the ones that have lost loved ones and don't know how to get over them, get in counseling. It would help for somebody to talk to. Me and my mom talked about it, and she knew she was going to die. She goes, if that's your dream, go for it. Don't give it up. Don't let nobody pull you out of it. Go for it. So I've been working on, okay, I'm going to go back into it. I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to, because everything I was going through with Mom. So I finally decided, okay, I'm going to do this. This is my dream. I'm going for it.
And what is the ultimate goal? The independent scene, if you're doing the hardcore style, that has positives and negatives that go along with it.
My ultimate goal is to get into this hardcore style and go all the way with it. And when I get better in 6 weeks, I'm going to bust my tail and train as hard as I can. Go all the way with it. Hopefully one day I will be facing my idol. The reason why I got into wrestling is because I followed one man only, one legend, one hardcore legend out there, was in WWE, WCW, ECW, and TNA today. And his name is Mick Foley himself. I followed his footsteps. I looked up to him.
You look up to Mick Foley?
I look up to Mick Foley. I can tell you a match now. When Triple H first came to WWE, Vince McMahon was on his side, and Vince McMahon's wife was on Mick Foley's side. And they lost. If Mick lost, he had to leave WWE. If Triple H lost, he had to leave. It was a thumb tap match. Triple H lost. Mick Foley lost to Triple H, I believe it was. And he had to leave. And Mick Foley, Vince McMahon's wife came out and said, no, hold on. He gets a chance in life. We're going to give him a contract. Because he had a hell of a match between them two. They both got the opportunity fighting to live their life in WWE.
Very good. Yep. And Mick Foley is, the guy is a living legend, and he made the hardcore style cool. It seems to me though that the wrestling business has gotten away from that.
There's some people out there. You got the Insane Posse, you got your own business, wrestling business. I met them one time through Pondo. I know Pondo's been on tour with them, but I know they do hardcore backyard wrestling. I've seen their videos. I play the videos. I've beat Pondo in the game myself. I played the backyard wrestling that the Insane Posses had made up with Pondo in it. I had beat Pondo in that personally on that game. And I played it and I beat it. I beat the whole game.
Very cool. Is
that
the one that has like the adult porn stars in it and all that too?
Yeah. Pondo is the number one guy, and I beat him through it. And I never thought I would.
Very cool. So the ultimate goal is the same as everybody else's ultimate goal, and that's WWE.
My ultimate goal is not to hit WWE, because I've talked to people that's no longer in WWE, like Lita. Lita's told me some things bad about WWE that she didn't like, and I might hit him for that. I actually want to head to TNA.
TNA is your goal.
TNA is my goal. Now, if ECW is still running, I would say I want to go to ECW.
Interesting. So do you view TNA as the place where hardcore wrestling is still cool with guys like Abyss still doing it, or?
I met Abyss. He's cool. I've met him out from without mask. Abyss is really cool. I know that the ECW's over with TNA today. I don't know if they're with WWE still, but I know the ECW, they've changed their name. They're over there with TNA. That's the bunch I like to hang out with.
Very cool. Well, I'll tell you what, man. For those who want to keep up with you, where you keep mentioning Facebook, or where can people find you on Facebook?
They can go to, let me pull this up real quick. I got to look at it. I'm learning stuff.
Nobody seems to ever know that. That's the weirdest thing about Facebook. When everybody talks about their MySpace account, they know what their MySpace URL is. But with Facebook, nobody knows. It's like just Google it, you know?
Right. They can go to facebook.com/Thunder3412, or they can go to the www.thunder102.webs.com.
And what is the 102?
Because I try to set up a straight Thunder. They wouldn't set up a straight Thunder, so I had to put a number in front of it.
Oh, okay.
There's
no significance to 102?
No.
Okay, so we're not going to see Thunder 102 T-shirts.
No, you're going to see straight Thunder. For what you all know out there, I had a guy that was talking to me on Facebook. He said my outfit looks crappy. He thought my tights were actually shorts. I said, no, they're tights. He goes, well, they look like shorts. I said, trust me, they're my tights when I used to wear 8 years ago. And yes, I got a T-shirt on, but I'm going to be having that T-shirt fixed up with a logo of a thunder cloud and lightning coming out of it.
Very cool, man. Well, keep in touch with us here, and if anybody wants to book you, they can also get you through WrestleBookings.com. We'll get your picture up there very shortly. And it's always great to talk to you, man. One quick question for you, and Patrick might appreciate this one.
Yes, sir.
There was a gentleman that we spoke to a few years ago. You might know him. He's from your area. Who I guess he retired because I can't find anything. We did an interview with him named Cowboy Bud Ellis.
I don't know Cowboy Bud Ellis personally. I've never been over in the WWE side. I've always traveled over West Virginia.
No. He was. I believe he was a Kentucky and West Virginia and independent worker.
If I've talked to him, I probably ran into him 8 years ago through the industry-wise, but I've lost a lot of contact with names-wise, and I'm just trying to rebuild myself back up. I say this much, fans and promoters, and you listen to what the fans say, because if the fans weren't there, we wouldn't be there. I say that to the promoters now. If you want to see Thunder, wrestle, hardcore, barbed wire, thumbtack, fans' choice match, anything goes, all 4 counts, anything, contact me through this, through Thunder's website. But I will have Jessie the Justice for the kids when Jessie the Justice is born. But Jessie the Justice has one goal only, is to take out the 108 Dragons. And I hope they're listening. I will take you all out one by one.
Very cool. And that's the challenge right there from Jessie.
When you met me, you met me in Charleston, West Virginia. You did my documentary. Krauser, I've been waiting for 3 weeks. Now, going on 3 weeks, for that video where I wrestled you and beat you and wrestled Christian and beat Christian. Now, I'm not playing games. You didn't want to see the video? That's fine. You know, you got War Pig out there. I will pick War Pig off first if I have to. I will pick Pondo off. I will pick Juggulator. Anybody out there is a 108 Dragon family, I will pick you all off. And you won't expect it when it happens. It can happen in public. It can happen in public at the local mall. It can happen at a restaurant. It can happen while you're in the ring. You'll never know. Trust me, you'll never know. I'm a professional wrestler, and I'll do it to get my name back.
Very cool, man. Well, there's the challenge right there. For those in the area, just keep an eye on Jessie the Justice, and you can check him out on his Facebook page. And we'll keep an eye out there. We'll get a post up on the interview page.
When Jessie the Justice is born, he'll have his own website. I actually got a MySpace on Facebook.com, Thunder 30412. I have a video about Jessie the Justice being born soon.
Very cool, man. Well, I'll tell you what, man, you take care of yourself, and we're going to get on to the wrestling news, but anytime you want to stop by, you're always welcome, and we'll get a post up to the Facebook page, and God bless you, man. I hope this whole thing works out well for you, because I know it's your dream, and I know you want to make your mom proud of you. So we'll do everything we can to help you out, man.
I do, and like I said, I'll have that on my Facebook. Just look for it in my profile.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, man. We'll get that video posted as well.
I got one thing to say before I leave the air. Bondo, I know you listen to these radio shows every time you hear on the internet, because I know you've been on them yourself. Boy, let me tell you one thing. I hug my barbed wire baseball bat. I lick barbed wire brother. And let me tell you something. Hogan, I'm not trying to steal your saying. I know that's your saying. But I'll tell you right now, Pondo, I've got a barbed wire baseball bat that has your name on it. And I will get my challenge completed with you. I promise you. I don't care where I got to go to find you. I will. up here at one of your shows when you're not expecting it. That's all I say. Thank you, wrestling fans, for listening to me tonight on radio. Good night.
All right, man. Well, that was Jesse the Jackhammer here on WrestlingEpicenter.com. Is he still with us, or did he go bye-bye?